Hey, what's going on, guys? Really quick, I just wanted to um, make a quick video on something that I haven't seen too much of, and that's how to set up your AMD Vega card, basically to get more performance out of it. Okay, I mean I've seen a couple videos, but it's all using a lot of the outdated, um, I guess, software for it. So what you're gonna do, the driver I have uploaded right now, I have 20.13. You can see that 20.14 is available. I have the beta drivers. I'm not switching yet just because the stability issues that happen with AMD Vega. So this one works pretty decently for me. I haven't had too many issues with it, so that's why I'm staying here. Um, but a couple things you're gonna do. So how I have my how I have mine set up. Okay. Um, First, you're gonna come over here to performance. Then you're gonna come over here to tuning. Okay. So normally, this is how, well, if you come over here in automatic, this is how it's gonna look. Okay, it'll be, um, automatic and it'll be default. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look. All right, what you want to do is go over and click manual. Okay, it's gonna bring up all of your basically your tuning settings. Okay, so you have GPU tuning, fan tuning, VRAM tuning, all this good stuff over here. Okay, so what you do is you can click these little tabs here and it'll bring up more little drop down menus. Okay, so I've done a little bit of research about overclocking Vega and how to get more performance out of it and everything. So one of the very first things you want to do is go ahead and slide the power limit slider all the way up to it's only going to go up to 50%. I don't have mine flashed to the 64 BIOS. So mine's straight up Vega 60, Vega 56. It's the Power Color Red Dragon model. I'll make sure I throw that in the description. But you're gonna slide that all the way up to 50. Okay. Um, Fans, you can mess with the fan tuning if you want. I leave them exactly where they're at, um, and they work perfectly fine. I haven't had any issues. So what we're going to be doing here is we're actually going to be downclocking the card from stock, but we're also going to be overclocking it at the same time. So by downclocking this card, it's actually going to make the boost clocks go higher than what they normally would. So I believe with my current setup I have right now, it goes anywhere from about 1617 megahertz to 1625-ish, somewhere in there. So it's a pretty decent overclock. Um, Max frequency for RAM. So I know there's two different RAM models you can have on these cards. You either can have Samsung or Hynix or Hynix. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, but you can have two different models that go along with it. For generally, most speaking, every majority of people are going to be able to do this. So we're going to slide this up to, oops, not 700, but 900 megahertz. All right, let's just type it in. All right, 900 megahertz. Generally speaking, that is what everyone is going to be. Oops, let's bring this over here. Generally speaking, that is what everyone is going to be able to get out of their. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee here. Give me a second. Generally speaking, that's what everyone is going to be able to um, get with their um, um, card. Actually, let me do my. I'm gonna actually disable my webcam here. Give me a second. Boom. Okay, now we can see everything, kind of. And then let's disable that as well. Okay, cool. So now we can, ooh, let's not mess that up. Okay, so now we can actually see what we're doing. All right, cool. So 900 megahertz, power limit 50. Um, that's those are two of the biggest things right there. If you want to stop right there, you absolutely can, and your car would run a little bit better. But we're gonna make it run a little bit more efficient now. So okay, so here this is where I got confused. I'm sure if I got confused, I'm sure a lot of people are got confused and had questions about it too. Okay, so these are the different voltages you have in each power state of the card. Okay, the two that we're really going only to adjust are going to be these two. Okay, so I know for my card, I'm actually going to go ahead and load my OC, just because I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. Um, so if you have a saved one, um, and if you want, if you guys request it, I can throw more. I can throw my OC here and see if it works for you. But we're just gonna go load profile. I have my name best OC. Okay, boom. All right, so I loaded my profile in here, and as you can see, my fan curve is adjusted a little bit. My power limit is all the way up to 50. RAM is at 90. And these are my P states. These are the most important parts, okay? Especially these two, the last two. So by my card being at, well, let me backtrack here for a second. So with the card at stock, okay, so if we go back here and we hit reset, okay, and then we go to manual, come over here, the card at stock, these are at 1200. So as you see, this is at 1200. Okay, so with my overclock, my highest P state is at 1075 megahertz or volts. Okay, so let's go back here, load profile that way I can show you again. Desktop, boom. Okay, so this is what mine looks like when it's all loaded in. Okay, and it runs great. Power consumption's down, temperatures are down, heat's down. I literally have any issues with it. So this is my setup. You're more than welcome to take a picture of it or set yours according to what mine is. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. What I do suggest is when you are playing around the numbers, go up in like increments of maybe 25 or 50. Um, because if you don't, you could possibly damage your card. It's kind of hard to do it, but you can. Um, More likely what's going to happen is that you're going to get a black screen or a blue screen of death, and you're going to have to restart your system, and all those settings will just revert back to normal if you do, if your system does crash. And as you're playing with this as well, make sure, go into games, go do normal stuff you normally would do, whether it's rendering or whatever, and see and make sure that it's stable. Um, so this is kind of just my settings. Some more stuff you can do too to kind of increase the image quality. Um, Sorry, I was adjusting my foot. So some stuff that you can do to kind of increase the image quality. What I think looks nice. Again, this is just my point of view. Okay. I like Radeon image sharpening, so what I do is I enable it and I put that 100%. I think that makes everything look really, really crisp and it looks really nice. What you can also do as well, to kind of save power, is Radeon Chill. And what that'll do is you can limit your FPS. So let's say you only have a 75 hertz monitor or 120 hertz monitor or whatever the case is. You can set that to 120 hertz, and your GPU will never go above that set amount. So that can help. That could potentially help you save some power and reduce noise and things of that sort. But I don't really bother with it just because the noise doesn't really bother me, and my computer's right by, it's an arm's distance away, so maybe 2 feet away from my face. So um, what you can also do here is turn on virtual super resolution. And so what this does, oops, oh come on, there we go. Okay, so virtual super resolution. So what this does, it basically allows the um, GPU to essentially almost upscale your resolution, and then like downscale it. So it's basically almost doing like almost like a resample um, through the GPU. It does look really good. Just be aware it can affect performance just a little bit. But it does look really good, especially if you have a 1080p monitor and you're like, you know what, I can play this game at 1440p. Things will look really crisp between that and the Radeon image sharpening. Things can look really good. I had mine turned off just because, for me, it was kind of causing some issues with OBS and everything. So I just turned it off, and again, it still looks really nice. So that's just my quick video. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave a comment. I'll definitely respond to it or shoot me a message, whatever the case is. You can follow me on Twitch, my Twitch, my Discord, my Instagram, all that other stuff. If you have any questions or just want to follow me and see kind of what I'm up to. All right, guys, take care. See you next time.